to another episode of Entrepreneurs and Fuego. As you can see, we're not only documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs, but we're also drinking their product. Chris Seithel, man,
how you doing,
my brother?
I'm doing great,
Just
doing
fine,
really well.
Man. We love props, man.
Yeah.
That's what we tell our entrepreneurs, man. If you got props, bring props.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's splashing loaded all over the camera.
We've had chefs that have come through the show and then they forget the food, right, Tate? But not you, man.
No.
You're the vodka man, and you brought your prop right here.
Yeah, you got to travel in tow when you're trying to turn people on to a new product.
Chris Seithel, tell us about Loaded Vodka.
Loaded Vodka. So I started this about 4 years ago in my mind as I had a really innocent conversation with my youngest daughter. And my youngest daughter, Olivia, and her best friend were having a play date at my apartment. And Liv's best friend's dad lives in a 10,000 square foot house in Silver Lake. I live in a 7,500 square foot, or 750 square foot apartment. And I came home one day and Liv goes, "Piper's got a question for you, Dad." I said, "What's up?" She says, "Are you loaded, Mr. Seithel?" I said, No, I'm not." And she looked around and said, "I didn't think so." And Liv goes, "Dad, when are we going to be loaded?" And I go, "I'll be darned." What loaded meant to a 6-year-old was money. And from that point on, I just started thinking about how powerful the word is. And I went to start to trademark it. It took me 2 years, 2 lawsuits. It was a learn by fire scenario. But it really made me feel like I could do something that would mean a lot more than what the word means, which is our website, which is Life is Loaded. You know, here I am interviewing about something that I brought to life. Where else can you do that but here in this great country?
And here's the beauty about this thing, is that you had an idea, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it just comes from a
conversation.
very innocuous, event, and here you are. You develop an incredible brand, Loaded Vodka.
Yeah.
And you had that perseverance to just go through with that name, come hell or
Yeah, I just believed in it.
fire. Just believing in it and going through.
And then trusting your instinct and saying, you know what, there's something there. And it starts here. And it's almost like getting an MBA on the job, because you get the idea, you don't know how to trademark. I mean, I've never had a trademark attorney, and I hired one, and then I found out that my trademark attorney didn't do an international search. So someone had loaded soda in Ontario in Canada. So we worked our way through all of that. So you're learning on the jobs, and finally when you get to market, it's a big just release. It's like, okay, now I'm going to get in the most difficult category, saturated, competitive,
Sure.
and try to be relevant. And we're doing great. We're in 16 states. We are proud to be a Scottsdale incorporated company with 3 employees, and we're just trying to make sure we're a viable option for that vodka consumer. So we made this completely different than what you'll see in the vodka set from anybody else.
What makes Loaded Vodka
Glad you
different?
brought that up. So every bottle of vodka is 60% water. So my daughters and I created this water graphic with a K and a C because our distillery is in Kansas City. So if you look closely, I put a K and a C right there because
There is a
everything
K.
leads
Oh, yeah.
back to the distillery.
There's a K and a C right there. So the design is not a random design, but it actually has a meaning behind it. There
Big
you
time.
go.
It's because it's important we chose Kansas City for a lot of reasons. My family lives there.
Right?
Where can I find the best corn? Because this is corn-made, gluten-free, non-GMO vodka. And, well, that makes sense. Kansas City, corn, and then the water. So 60% is water, and if you get the right water source, you can make really fantastic vodka. So we draw from an alluvial aquifer. We draw down 150 meters. We bring the water up. I put it through reverse osmosis. Then I put it through UV filtration. And then here's the real ticket. Instead of using charcoal as a filtering process, I use coconut carbon husk. So take a coconut
Carbon husk.
Take a coconut, cut it in half, take the fruit out,
Yeah.
char that husk, line our 4-foot pipes on our distillery wall with that charred carbon husk, and we pump the water through there violently. So it's, instead of charcoal and it's splashing off, it's granular. It's getting every single impediment or any kind of minerality that might still be in that water. So then you have this pure water. I take the corn alcohol, I heat it up to 190 degrees. I distill it down 6 times, and then I do the same refining process. So it becomes extremely smooth. So what loaded offers is no afterburn. So it sits right in your mouth. So usually when you take a warm shot, which we're going to, it goes all the way down to your stomach, and you feel it. Not with loaded. Loaded stays right here. And it's smooth. It's excessively smooth. We use that as our kind of a boilerplate, but
Where do you bottle this?
in Kansas City.
In Kansas City. So that's where you bottle. You produce it there, or you bottle it there.
I bottle it there,
and you
and
distribute it from Kansas City
to where we are in our 16 states, which is amazing because as a startup company, it's very difficult to get one, a distributor, and then two, to get the trade behind you because they're going to tell you all the time, we have too many vodkas. We're good. And until you have a point of difference or a reason for being, they're not going to listen to you. And we're overcoming all that with Safeway, Albertsons, Total Wine. I mean, those places are some of our biggest customers.
How long does the process to produce and to bottle the vodka take?
Oh, wow. So call it 48 hours. Making vodka's not hard.
So it's not like making wine. Do you have to
Where
wait
you sit on
150
it?
years and
No.
sit on it and turn the
Exactly. It's
casks
very
and-
easy as long as you can get the right water source. That's the most important thing. And that piece really set us apart from everybody else.
And you found that in Kansas
Right.
City.
So what we're found in Kansas City. And here's what we're doing. We're saying, hey, try loaded, but more importantly, try the water it's made with first. So we're trying to do something different than our competition's doing when they're just trying to sell flavored vodka or just
Right.
generic vodka. We're trying to say, no, this is how important the water is. So when we do big trade tastings, we usually just bring loaded water.
That in itself would be just a phenomenal product.
Exactly.
Without further ado,
Yeah, let's do it. So right
well,
here's a twist.
You
Yeah.
do this honors right there.
Yeah, this is a labor of love. I tell you, you constantly have to keep trying to make sure it's good. You know what I'm saying?
This is. I mean, you could have opted to go into. All right, I'm going to create any product, but here you are, and you chose rather a much more difficult product.
It's very
Here, I'll
difficult,
take
but
the- I'll
yeah.
take a try.
So think of this: 35% of the spirits consumed is vodka. So think about it. They have the largest category. 35% of people drink vodka. So why not be in the biggest area for success? Yeah, is it tough because vodka is about
Yep.
pricing, promotion, and package. And it's promotion, just trying to get people to get turned on about what you're doing in regards to vodka.
And once they get turned on, then you have to get them
Then they're
to
loyal.
taste it and the loyalty and everything else.
Yeah, well, what we found out, if you don't mind, if you allow me, that is, should be odorless.
Taylor, please do the honors.
Yes.
Please do the honors. We gotta get Taylor here. By the way, Taylor is gonna get married here coming soon. There we go.
Congratulations.
Great bottle.
Thank you.
And
Cheers.
she might be drinking.
Cheers.
She might be drinking loaded vodka in her wedding.
Wow.
Now you gotta go back to work. So I mean, we're just gonna limit you to one. But I can see in her face,
See what I'm saying? You
I
just did a
can-
warm shot of vodka. It's right here. It's on your
I-
tongue. It's not here.
and I can see in her face that she wanted to go for maybe a couple of more shots.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I should say, yeah, I'm like she's like she wants to stay around
Right.
here. The reason I don't taste is because I don't drink, but I take your definitely take your word. In fact, my drink of choice back in the day was Tanqueray and tonic.
Tonic? Yeah,
Tanqueray and tonic,
TNT.
so TNT. So this would be a phenomenal TNT, probably.
It is great with.
Well, not TNT, but actually L and T.
Right, well, just think of the word loaded, right?
Yeah.
So give me a loaded Red Bull. Give me, like, a popular drink for us is Reload, which is a Bloody Mary.
Oh, sure.
So the marketability, merchandisability of it's endless. And we're having a lot of success, and a lot of bartenders and mixologists getting behind that. But most of the folks that we find drinking it, they don't want to mix it with anything because it's so smooth. So they'll take a lemon and just squeeze it in there, or they'll take an orange, which has been really popular, just squeeze it and drop it in there and just sip it. Our hope when we started this was that we would fill a niche that was available to somebody who could target talking to millennials, people that don't want to be targeted to. They don't like to be marketed to. They find things through discovery and exploring all kinds of new things in life. And we found that this younger audience is like, I want a vodka that we can call our own. Not what my dad drank, what I want to
Precisely.
drink.
Precisely.
And Loaded's kind of filling that. So we're having a lot of success with hitting a younger audience and getting, we have over 180 restaurants, hotels, clubs in the Arizona market supporting us on premise, which is huge. And they want to support a local guy. And for me, getting this interview is pretty special. So thank you so much for allowing me to come today.
Check this out. When I am in a Scottsdale, I wrestle alligators. I wrestle women with fake breasts. And my drink of choice is loaded vodka.
Get some.
Yeah, he gets me because I'm the most interesting man in Scottsdale.
I love it. That's great, man. That's great. Thanks for that endorsement.
Thanks for that endorsement.
With that, we're out.
We're cutting.